Yeah, what's your idea about mental health? In the past, I usually think mental health is about being mentally unwell or having a low mood, but this has changed. Now I realize that mental health goes beyond those things and it is more broader than I thought it was in the past. The World Health Organization defined mental health as a state of mental well-being where individuals can cope with the stresses of life, realize their ability, learn well, work well, live well, and contribute to their communities. Way to understand mental health is to see it as existing on a continuum, I would say, just looking at it as a rope. While the rope has a beginning, it also has an ending. So that's how mental health can be. And in that sense, it means that we can either fall between number 1 or number 10. Yes, let's imagine number 1 is the highest or number 10 is the lowest. Yeah, someone can be on number 1 today and be on number 10 tomorrow, depending on different situations that comes your way. So sometimes different events can make one move from the number 1 that is the highest to the number 10. Can be at that number 1 and stay there for long. It all depends. But most times people now say, oh wow, I choose to stay at number 1, while why am I coming to number 6 or 7? Sometimes it goes beyond our human efforts. Sometimes we just find ourselves in that number 7 or number 8, which appears low. And one thing important also we should note is that sometimes at the number 10 where it looks like, oh, this person is at that point, at the critical point, sometimes people are not the architects of being in their number 10, and that is why we advocate sometimes that we take care of our mental health. At other times, life events such as work stress, relationship stress, can also make somebody go downward that continuum, in the sense that one is unable to cope with them. It might affect one's mental health. But one beauty about mental health is that it's not static. It can move down a bit today and go up again, depending on what such individual is doing. For example, skills such as coping strategies, healthy coping strategies, social relationships, support from others help improve one's mental health. And also, an instance whereby it appears that one is on that low continuum for a long time, then it's worth seeking help in that regards, because being on a low level or a low continuum for a prolonged period of time then seeks for attention after taking all necessary actions you should take. And remember, mental health affects how we think, feel, and behave. If you feel that, or you realize that your thought process or your feelings or your behavior are not as it used to be for a long time, I think it's time you seek help in regards to your mental health. Mental health is what we have as individuals. We all have it as individuals, and it's okay to seek help in that regards whenever we feel that we are unable to cope with it. Remembering that mental health is not just about illness alone, but it affects different areas of our life, our ability to cope with stress, our ability to realize our abilities, the ability to work well, learn well, and contribute effectively to your community. Mental health is a key aspect of our lives and should be taken seriously.